Let's take a look at how the campaign within Infusionsoft works to remind someone if they have an appointment. So let's start by taking a look at the back end. And I'll first tell you that this is not the generic appointment reminder campaign that you can import into Infusionsoft. We've actually customized this one a little bit to make it a bit more flexible for some of the requirements that we've typically seen. So to start with, we've created this form that's an internal form that whoever is managing your calendar would use to schedule an appointment in terms of specifically providing the reminders. And there's a couple ways that this can work. This is the form that will actually pop up within the contact record, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute or so. But we've added some things to this form. If you're using Infusionsoft as your calendar management tool, then we've added this Infusionsoft appointment field in here. Otherwise, your form will just show the appointment date, time, meeting topic, and meeting location. We've also added the functionality to cancel the appointment. If someone happens to just text you back or call you or email you and doesn't click on the link in the email that they receive that would kick off the task to have you reschedule the appointment, if they just let you know by some other means that they would like to reschedule or cancel, you'll need to go into the form and click cancel appointment so that they don't continue to receive the reminders from the first campaign. So that's step one. And then once the appointment is scheduled, we go into this particular looping tag sequence. And all this does is it allows you to continue to schedule additional appointments for someone, because the way Infusionsoft works is once you apply a tag, if that tag is used to kick off a campaign, then it will kick it off once, but we don't want to keep kicking off that same campaign to someone unless we've specifically designed it that way. So in other words, you don't want people to receive the same marketing messages over and over and over again, and that's why it's designed that way. But in the case of an appointment, you do want to be able to continue to schedule appointment reminders for someone. So all this particular part of the campaign does is it adds a tag to make sure that we know that the person has been scheduled for the appointment, and then it removes the tag over here. So that's really just some system functionality that you don't need to worry about. This appointment reminder sequence contains the emails that we use in order to confirm the appointment and remind people. And all of this can be adjusted. So for example, you see that as soon as that initial tag is applied to create the appointment reminder, and that's done by completing the form will automatically apply the tag. Then what happens is there's an appointment confirmation email that goes out, and it'll look something like this. Let me just open that up for you. So here's ours, appointment confirmation. Hi, insert first name. I have us scheduled for an appointment on insert appointment date at insert appointment time, Eastern. We've got a helpful little link to convert the time zone if needed, if someone's working in another time zone. We include the topic of the meeting, the location of the meeting. Look forward to meeting you. If you need to cancel, please click here. So if the person receiving this clicks on that link, it will remove them from the appointment reminder sequence and will open a task, which I'll show you here if we go back to the sequence. I'll go back to the campaign for a moment here so you can see how that works. If they request to cancel, it will open a task here for whoever is managing the calendar to reschedule that appointment, and that person is removed from the campaign. So the reason that we have the other the cancel appointment that I had mentioned earlier, this is the cancel tag here that gets applied. This would, when you click that in the form, pull someone out of the campaign if they have failed to click on that link where they're actually requesting to cancel. So back into the appointment reminders. So in this case, what we're doing is we're waiting 2 days before the appointment date, and then at 8 o'clock in the morning, we're running a second reminder that just checks in with them and says, hey, just a friendly reminder, our appointment's coming up on this date, this time, and click to convert the time zone if you need to, looking forward to it. If you need to reschedule, please click here. So same basic idea. And then the same thing, now we're sending this email on the contact's appointment date at 8 o'clock in the morning, and this is the appointment today reminder. Now in this case for the content, We don't want them to click on a link to reschedule and for that to go to a task, because that might take too long. What if your appointment is at 9 o'clock in the morning? So what we're asking them in this particular email is, if you have any questions, give us a call at, and include the phone number. So that's basically how yours will be structured as well. So let me go back into, I'll get out of the campaign builder here, and I'm just going to pull up a contact, which is just slightly outside of your screen, but I'm going to pull myself up here as a contact and show you how this might work. So you don't even need to go into the contact records. You just click on the little internal forms icon here, and then you're going to select the form in the drop down. So this is called Admin Schedule Appointment. I'm going to fill out the form. And see, that looks exactly like the form that I had created in the campaign. So it will automatically pre-populate whatever information it already has. So because I've pulled this up within my contact record, it's showing my contact information. In the case of using the Infusionsoft calendar, as I mentioned, this particular field, Infusionsoft appointment, will be here, but if you're using Google Calendar or Outlook and you don't want to use set up the appointment directly within Infusionsoft, then you would set up your calendar entry however you normally do. And this campaign, the purpose would really be to just kick off the reminders. So you are kind of entering the information in two places, but it should be saving you time in terms of all of the follow-up calls. And by the way, as an extra, because there is an extra plug-in fee to set up SMS, but you can set up automated SMS messaging. So if you prefer to, in addition to the emails or instead of the emails, to send text messages to whoever is scheduled the appointment with you, then we can set that up in the campaign as well. But all you would do is you'd set up the appointment date. I'm going to click on the little calendar. Let's say I have an appointment on Friday, and I'm going to, the appointment time, meeting topic, meeting location, just think of those as text fields. And in fact, this date, even though it's technically a date field, it's not setting a calendar entry anywhere. It's just for the purpose of the email, and we have the date in here so that Infusionsoft knows on those little time-based rules to know when to kick off the different emails. So in this case, I'm going to say that I have the appointment is at 9 o'clock in the morning. Once you start to enter different times, it'll just pre-populate in the drop downs. But again, this is text, and my meeting topic is, we're going to talk about Infusionsoft Quick Start, and the meeting location will be your office, or you can put a particular address in there. That text is what will appear in the meeting location. So all I need to do then is save that, and that will then automatically generate the emails. As soon as I've done that, I'm now in that campaign. So if I go back to my campaign builder, I'm going to show you how that works, and I'm going back into the appointment reminder campaign. And now I'm going to view my campaign. I want to see the performance of my campaign, and I want to view anything that is basically active. So I'm now queued in here. If I pull that up, I'll see everyone that's queued for an appointment. So basically that has pulled me into the campaign. I've scheduled the appointment. It's pulled me in here. It's pulled me in here. These are the active contacts I'll show you. And if I click on that, I'll actually get the names and emails of anyone who is actively in this campaign. And you'll see over here that we have somebody who had requested to cancel. They'd clicked on the link, but otherwise I would use the cancel tag to pull them out if I need to make a change. And it's that simple. So remember that the appointment campaign, it's really, the purpose is to send the appointment reminder emails, or as I mentioned, as an option, you can use SMS. It's not actually scheduling the calendar entries. You would do that separately, continue to use whatever calendar system that you're using. And remember that there are also plugins available that you can get for both Outlook as well as Gmail, so that you would be able to see your Infusionsoft calendar entries in your Gmail or in your Outlook if you do choose to use the Infusionsoft calendar. But I find that most clients prefer not to mess with whatever calendar tool that they're using. So this campaign really serves a great purpose in just reminding people to actually make their appointment dates and make sure that you're not spending a lot of time following up and either emailing or calling them for confirmations. And that's it.